Hello, I hope you're having a nice, wonderful day and that the message today will be something that you can pay attention to. The title of the lesson is Fixing Our Eyes on Jesus. This phrase is found in Hebrews chapter 12, verse 2. And when you read verse 1 and 2, we find, therefore, since we have so great a cloud of witnesses surrounding us, let us also lay aside every encumbrance and the sin which so easily entangles us, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us, fixing our eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of faith, who for the joy set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and has sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. The writer uses the analogy of a foot race. He says, let us run the race with endurance, the race set before us, fixing our eyes on Jesus. So the passage starts with the fact that faith is so important. All through chapter 11, we have what they call the Hall of Fame of faith. People were deemed faithful based on what they did, not what they thought. And so we have the strength of faith of so many given to us, and these are our witnesses. And they serve as a testimony of their faith. And what it's given to us for is to inspire us to try and achieve the same fervor in our faith that they had. Now, we do this by getting the world out of the way. See, when the passage reads, let us lay aside every encumbrance, it means we just need to remove every obstacle that is in our way. See, some versions render this word as weight. And I don't think that sin is the subject here, because the next phrase says, and the sin which so easily entangles us. See, these weights are things that may not be sin of themselves, but they can get in the way of serving the Lord. Things like work, family, recreation, eating, and so forth. All of these are allowed by God, but if we're not careful, we can abuse anything. So let us remove anything that gets in the way of serving God. Now, how do we do this? Well, by fixing our eyes on Jesus. Another way of saying this is to focus upon our goal. Jesus should be the ultimate goal for each of us. We are commanded to be like him in suffering and example. Peter talks about that. And of course, Paul told us to follow his example and be imitators of him as he is of Christ. We should be like Jesus in the fact that we have concern for people's souls and will help them find salvation. While he died for their sins, we should be able to show people how to find the truth of God's word as spoken by Jesus. See, when we have our focus upon the right goal, it is easier to not stray. Like on a race track, there are lines for each runner to run in. The runner crosses the line, they get disqualified. So the way we do that is keep our eyes focused upon the goal at the end. You fix your eyes and goal upon Jesus, and we can win that race and the prize that goes along with it. See, which is the crown of life. The crown of life is waiting for those who will run the race with endurance. This suggests a long distance race as opposed to a sprint. If we're in this race for the long haul, we had better keep our focus. So the question for you is, have you fixed your eyes upon Jesus? We all need to do that. If we want to go to heaven, we've got to focus on Jesus and keep our affections there. Colossians 3, 1 and 2 tells us to set our affections on things above and not on the things of this earth. Yes, we still have to live on this earth. We still have to get by on this earth, and we still have to do a lot of things that we really wish we didn't have to do. But if we will focus our gaze upon Jesus and keep that as our goal, we have something to look forward to. We have a hope, and that hope is our anchor for the soul. So consider these thoughts. I hope that you'll have a blessed day and you will be able to benefit from this message. Y'all take care now. Bye-bye.